during ESMO, we had also very good good data from the awaited DANUBE and KEYNOTE-361. So just to remind that we have many trial, phase 3 trial in first-line metastatic urothelial carcinoma. DANUBE investigating the combination of Tremelimumab and Durvalumab in first-line compared to chemotherapy. And in this trial, we had also a third arm, so Durvalumab alone compared to chemotherapy. And unfortunately, the trial failed to meet its primary endpoint, so meaning that there was no improvement in overall survival for patients treated with a combination of Durvalumab and Tremelimumab compared to chemotherapy. And so there was no improvement for overall survival when we compare Durvalumab alone to chemotherapy alone. So overall, the trial is a failure, actually. And for the KEYNOTE-361, the concept was different, because in this phase 3 trial, we investigated the combination of chemotherapy and pembrolizumab compared to chemotherapy alone. And surprisingly, there was no overall survival improvement nor in PFS in this trial. So again, it's a disappointment. It's quite similar to the data reported in the MVIGO 130, reported last year in ESMO and published this year in Lancet. So it seems that there is no additivity when we combine chemotherapy and immunotherapy. And also in this trial, we had a third arm with pembrolizumab alone compared to chemotherapy. And again, there was no big improvement in terms of overall survival. So again, KEYNOTE-361 is another failure in frontline. So the standard of care should be still the strategy assessed by JAVELIN trial. Just to remind, is a positive phase 3 trial, and now it's the standard of care. So meaning that patients who achieve at least stable disease after the 4 to 6 cycles of chemotherapy should be treated with Avelumab as maintenance. We had during ESMO many data from the quality of life and for biomarker in the JAVELIN study. Very exciting data that maybe could be very helpful to identify the patient who benefit the most from Avelumab as maintenance. So overall, a lot of data presented at ESMO for mainly the first line, but also many new drug, once again with sacituzumab govitecan.